So generally touch command which is used to create the multiple files at the same time. I told you yesterday also this is many times, okay? Which is used to create the multiple directories at the same time, okay? I mean multiple files at the same time. See TOS, UCH, touch, you know, even file 1 and file 2, like that how many files you want you can create at the same time. Which means you can create more than one file at a time, but these files does not have any information in those files. Those are all the 0 byte files. Does not have any data in those files. What I have to do, so to insert this, to insert the data again into these files, I can use the cat command. And this is one advantage. Second advantage, so what I need to do, I want to change the timestamp of the file actually, which is nothing but what the timestamp here, August 10, something like that, the date. So which I need to change from that to current date or something like that, whatever the date and time I need to desire, I can able to change to that timestamp. I can update the timestamp to the current date and time. Okay. So these two, responsibilities will do by the touch command. And VA editor, generally which is used to create the file using the VA editor. VA space file name, then sample one and enter. Here you have to be, this is called command mode. The moment you press I insert mode and you can type all the information here and press escape, :WQ, save and quit. Then after that, saving, deleting, replacing, and as well as all the commands which we can able to see here. Okay. So to create the file by using the VA editor, so you can open that VA editor, VA space file name, and you can type whatever the information you want here, right? Right. So this is about how you are going to be working with the VA editor generally. VA editor which is used to create a file. So what is the additional things which you will get by using the VA editor? You can replace the existing text by using the VA editor, right? So generally by using the by using the cat command and as well as touch command, you cannot able to replace actually. You just create and you just append the data to that existing files. But by using the touch command, you cannot, right? So that is the reason. So we are going with the VA editor actually. Right. So let's see the remaining commands actually. Where we stopped yesterday generally. I guess we have stopped MV and or remove and as well as copy commands we have completed, right? Let's we see working with the links actually. Link is a generally what will happen. Links, call the link function to create a link named call file to based on the existing file. This hang on also. Right, all right. So link is generally what will happen, which is already you created some file. So instead of that, what we can able to see, we will able to create based on that existing file. You can create the another link, which means you can access by using the both files, right? Based on the existing file, you are going to be creating the link. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Based on the existing file, see generally what will happen, you have created the file 1. See I want to create link actually based on the file 1 and file 2, which means while you are creating the file 2, then only it is going to be regarding all the data to the file 2, which means this is called link file. Both files you can able to access whenever you will change in a parent file and which is going to be affected to the child file also. There are two types of links which are here. We have soft links and hard links. So what are the soft links actually, or symbolic links? Whenever you create or whenever, so generally in the soft links, whenever you delete the parent file, you cannot able to access the child file. But whenever you delete the parent file, still you can able to access the child file, right? Whenever you delete the child file, you can able to access the parent file. But whenever you delete the parent file, child file you cannot able to access. That is called soft link. So what is the advantage in the soft link, which does not require additional memory to store the child files? Because so both child and parent file which are going to be stored in the single file only. And coming to the hard links, actually, whenever you delete the parent, still you can able to access the child. Whenever you delete the child file, you can able to access the parent file. But what is the disadvantage here? The equal amount of memory is required. How much is taking for storing the parent, and similar, same or equal amount of memory is required to storing the child also, right? That is about hard links actually. So whenever you create the links, actually, how you can able to unlink space link file link name for unlinking. Let's we see the practical here for linking for links actually. This is another type of file, link files. So I'm creating one file char greater than soft link or yes link. That is a file name actually. Otherwise, file one yes link. So this is the soft link program and press Ctrl D. I created. Right. Next, what I need to do? I want to create the soft link. Syntax ln space hyphen s space existing file name, which is nothing but parent file name, space new file. Based on this s link, we are going to be creating the file 2 or file 1. So I created a file. Next, what I can able to access s link and as well as the file 1. See, I can able to access, right? What I'm doing, I'm appending in the child file, so which is able to reflect to the parent file also. I am right. So you'll able to see over there. See, it's reflected to the parent file also, right? So vice versa. Even you can append anything in a child file, which is going to be updated in a child file also. But so whenever you delete the child file and you can able to access the parent file, but whenever you delete the parent file, you cannot able to access the child file. Let's we can able to see ls space hyphen ltr. See another type of file l link files. So both are stored in the same memory, right? It does not store differently. Understood? So this is about the soft links. What I'm doing, I'm just deleting the parent file. So nothing but what yes link char space file 1. But it has to link, which means you cannot able to access, right? So which is possible to overcome by using the hard links action. I'm creating another file h link. This is the hard link program. Press Ctrl D. Right, which means I created a file. So next, to configure the hard link, ln space, no need to specify hyphen ser. Ln space slink and file 2. I created cat space hlink. I can able to access, right? ls space hyphen ltr. See, so those are going to be stored different memory. Equal amount of memory it has going to be takes, right? So let's we see here cat space greater than hlink. So I am updating the hard link. I am updating in the parent file. Okay. Understood? Press Ctrl D. So cat space and go to that, we can able to access. See, which is going to be updating, right? In both child and as well as the parent. I'm just removing the parent file here. Still you can able to access the parent file. See here you can able to access, right? So this is about the links actually. Right? Understood, right? So symbolic links, we are going to be create most of the cases symbolic links only, because which does not require the additional memory, which stores on the parent file only, right? Next, working with the permissions actually. To work with the permissions, we'll just go to with the, you know, See, there are three basic permission types here we have, okay? There are three basic permission groups. So first one is what, user, and second one group, and third one others. See, generally users, which is identified by the U, generally who are the users who are creating the file, or who are creating the file, or who are created a file, or owner of the file. We can call it as users or owners. Okay, user is nothing but who is that user who are created a file, or who are owner of the file or directory. We can call it as users. Generally users which is identified by U, right? So such kind of user belongs to which group actually? See, you are working in some organization actually. Belongs to which group actually you are? Your HR department, or your belongs to which group, right? That is what group actually, which is denoted by G. Others means anybody log into the computer, or anybody log into the Linux system. Example, anybody log into the company, right? So those are denoted by O. These are the three basic permission groups here we have. See, there are three basic permission types again. Basic permission types. The first one, read. Read means, which means you can able to see the content of the file and you can able to display it, which we can able to read only. That's it. You cannot able to modify and you cannot able to delete. So which is identified by the R. Generally, according to the operating system notation, R equal to 4 actually, right? Whenever you want to give the read permission, what is that? R equal to 4. Next, write. So write permission, generally what you can able to do, you can add the existing data, you can add the new data to the existing data, and you can replace whatever you want, you can able to do, right? And generally, yes, you are asking something.
Modifying the data, some adding the data, existing the data.
Yes, whatever you want, you can able to do. Write value 2 and execute finally. What is execute generally, which is identified, which is denoted by the x equal to 1, right? Understood, right? Three basic permissions and three basic permission groups. Clear, right? Right. How to know the file having the permission? What kind of permissions you have? ls space -l. So then after that you will get. See here, I want to get the full permissions rwx, which means how much total? 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7, right? Which means whenever you will give the 7 full permission for one user, one person called users, and second 7 for group, third for others. Whenever you will give a 777 means you are giving full permissions to these three groups. Understood? Hello? 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 Are you able to hear me? Right. So whenever you will get, and you can able to, this is what you are hearing, you are giving the full permissions to this file. So that is about, let's we'll able to see before we are doing ls space -l. See, left side we have the rwx and -rx. Let's we see what are the default permissions whenever you create the directory and whenever you create the file. Let's we see the file. First, default file permissions, default directory permissions actually whenever you create the directory, and later we'll see the default file permissions, whenever you create the file actually, default permissions. See here, D means directory, - means normal or regular file, rwx means 7, which means user having the full permissions. Next, rwx, which is for group, which is having the full permission, and others does not have the execute permissions. R minus x means, minus means does not have the permissions actually. R means 4, x means 1. Total we have the 5. 755, which means whenever you create the directory, by default permissions are 775. So whenever create the file, what are the default permissions? Hyphen means starting with that it is you can call it as regular file, and RW means R plus W6. RW6 user having the full does not have the execute right execute permissions. Even group also does not have the execute permissions, and others would have the only read permissions. 664. So this is what whenever you create the directory, these are the default permissions, and whenever you create these are the you know default permissions, file default permissions, and directory default permissions. So this is about the default permissions. Then how you can able to change, or how we can able to create, or how we can able to assign the permissions. So by using the chmod command. Chmod is nothing but change modifications. By using this command you can assign, or you can invoke, and as well as you can revoke the permissions, depends on the requirement. So there are two modes actually which are available, two methods. One is using the octal mode, using octal or absolute mode, and second method using symbolic mode or method. So these are the two methods. Let's we see the first method. In octal mode, what we can able to see, read permission equal to 111, which means three users, user, group, and others. Zero zero means no permission, and 11 means execute. 1 means execute, and 2 means write. 3 means execute and write, and 4 means read. 5 means read and execute. 6 means read and write, and 7 means yes. In octal mode we can able to give the permissions like this. Okay, see example how we can able to see chmod 755 and file name sample, which means I am giving the full permissions to the user who are creating that file, and rest of the people and group and others, what I'm giving, I'm just giving the read and execute permissions. I'm not giving the right permissions to the group and others, right? Similarly like that, so depend on the requirement you can able to give. See if this means I'm giving only permission, full permissions to the user, and rest of the two doesn't giving any permissions. Okay, like that. So depend on this requirement you can able to give the permissions like this. Okay, and using the symbolic mode here, see what will happen. Users which is denoted by U, and groups G, and others O, which means UGO means users and groups and others, right? Minus means revoke the permissions.
Cancel the permission.
Is cancel or revoke or remove the permissions. Okay, and plus means invoke the permissions, right? Chmod or WX, otherwise UGO plus RWX. In the sense what I'm doing here, I am giving full permissions. It is equal to the 777. Okay, user, group, and others, full permissions. Understood? Chmod you know uh, GO minus RW. What I'm doing here, hello,
Hello.
what is this meaning of this command? Removing the permissions, right? Read and execute to the group and others.
Okay.
And chmod, I'm just again I'm giving the permissions like rw plus ugo plus rwx. I'm just giving read and write permissions only. Okay. Yes. So that is a depend on the requirement you can able to go. This is symbolic mode, that is octal or absolute mode. Right? Let's we go to over there and see. Hello?
Go previous one. Pre
Which one?
go.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Once you tell the DRWX and you
See, whenever you create the file, whenever you create the directory, by default permissions these are. D means whenever the file start with the D, which is called directory. RWX means these are the permissions for users. Okay.
okay.
Next RWX means these are the permissions for group. And next three, these are permissions for others. Okay.
Okay.
RWX means R plus 4, W will 2 and plus 1. Yes, for user. And RWX means for others also which have the full permissions. Sorry, group.
Okay.
Others does not have the execute write permissions.
Okay.
By default, whenever you create the directory, these are all the default permissions. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, like that, whenever you create the file, these are all the default permissions. 6 means even user also does not have the execute permissions, others also does not, and group also does not have the execute permissions. And others, you just have the read permissions only. Others does have the only read permissions. Clear, right?
Yes, sir. But it shows the double minus.
There is two permissions, right? Write and execute.
Okay, right now.
Here only one execute. Here only one execute.
Okay.
Three hyphens means no permissions. Read, write, execute, and there is no permissions. 0, 0.
Okay.
So we'll go to over there and see the practical. Let us take some file. See, this file does not have the full permissions, right? F2. So what I'm doing, chmod 777 F2. I'm giving full permissions. See, you got the full permissions, right?
Yeah.
Three users, RWX, RWX, RWX. I'm just removing all the permissions again, which means 0, 0. See, clear, right?
Clear.
There is no permissions. Next, what I need to do, I'm just adding some permissions like 755, which means I'm giving the full permissions only the user. Group and other does not have the execute permission. Understood?
Yes.
Similarly, like that, you can go with that according to the requirement. Okay. And go to the chmod same file. I'm using ugo plus rwx. I'm using the second method. Okay. See, I have changed full permissions again. Clear, right? I'm just removing the permissions. Only I'm giving the read permissions for group and others. See, okay. I'm removing only the read permission. Okay. See here, which means I'm removing the wx. There was no permissions for user and groups. Sorry, group and others. Clear, right? So in this way, you can able to invoke and revoke the or remove the permissions, right? So we are going that other command called what we can able to see here. Other command, umask command generally. Umask command generally, whenever you set this umask value, default umask value is 002. So whenever you set this value, then after setting this value, whenever you create the file and directory, you will get the full permission. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After setting this value, whenever you will create the file and directory, you will get the full permissions. Understood? So this is about the umask value. You can set, like whenever you set value like this, it is a session specific. Whenever you close the terminal, and again whenever you open the terminal, you want to set again every time. Okay. Before executing any, before creating any file and directory, and you want to create that create the you set the umask value. This is temporary actually. For setting the permanent, so we have the another file va space dot bash underscore profile. Same umask equal to 002 and save, and this is going to be set permanently under this file. Okay, no need to set every time. You have to set one time, and whenever you start the operating system, so it has going to set automatically that umask value, right?
Right.
So this is about the umask value. Next, what I need to do, I want to change the owner, right? So I'm just shifting to the root. I want to create the user before I'm going to over there. So how to create the user? Okay, user add space username. Example WebLogic, my username. Okay, I'm creating the user called WebLogic. Okay, user add space username I created. How to assign the password? Space username. Right, I created, right, user del space username, you can delete the user, and group del space group name, you can delete the group, right? User mod space username, you can modify the user. Group mod space group name, you can modify the group. All users whenever you create by default, which are going to be stored under the home directory only, right? So what I need to do here, I want to change the owner and as well as the group. ls space -ltr. So by default, whenever you create the user, it will take username as well as group name both same if it does not specify. Okay. If you take this F2 user, what is the user here? F2 file Linux. What is the group? Linux. Now you can come to know it as a ID. You can type ID. See, UID means generally what will happen? It is going to be displaying like this. Okay. So I want to change that username and as well as the group name. So I have the another user, right, called WebLogic. ch own space username WebLogic and space file name. See, you change the username, right? WebLogic.
Yes.
Similarly, like that, you can change the group also. You change the right username and as well as the user and as well as the group. Like that, you can change whenever it requires. Change the group and as well as the change the owner also. And see, how do you do the calculator? I mean, some arithmetic operations, like regarding the calculator commands in the Windows by using the cal command, right? Calc command. Similarly, here also we have the BC command. So you use like similarly like that calculator. So and enter BC enter, and it will do everything like all the arithmetic operations. Okay.
BC command.
Yes, BC is just like what calculator command. Okay, arbitrary precision. So it is just like do the all arithmetic operations, which means arbitrary precision calculator language. Okay. So this is about the BC. The moment you enter the BC command, to come out that, you have to be press the Control C. Otherwise, you cannot come out. You will be in that in that BC command only. Understood?
Okay, understood.
Right. This is about the calculator command. So then after working with the filters, which means how you can able to display the log files in the WebLogic server. So these are the commands we can able to see outputs in the WebLogic server. Let's we see what are the filtering commands which we have in the WebLogic server actually. So there are following filtering commands here we have. The first one, more command generally, okay. More is a command which is used to display the content of the file, okay. Which is used to display the more command which is used to display the file.
content on.
Yes, whatever you have inside the file it has going to be displayed, but one screen at a time, okay. More is a command which is used to display the file one screen at a time, right? Which means like this. This is one screen at a time it has going to be displayed. So, but it will supports only the forward compatibility. It cannot support like this. It supports only the forward compatibility, right? More is a command which is used to display a content of the file one screen at a time, but it supports only the forward compatibility. And syntax more space file name. Understood? Less command generally which is used to display the content of a file one screen at a time, but it supports both backward and as well as the forward compatibility. Understood? Less space file name. And this is the second command. And third command, tail command generally. Tail command generally which is used to display the last n lines of the files. By default it displays the last 10 lines. Understood? In your log file generally you have the 100 lines. So I want to display last 10 lines. So by using the tail command you can tail space -f space file name. Okay. But I want to display the last 100 lines actually. 100 space file name. This is about how we are going to be displaying the last 100 lines. Next, head command generally. Head command which is used to display the top n lines of the file. By default it displays the top 10 lines actually if you does not specify any number. If you want to display top 50 lines, 50 space file name. Understood all the filtering commands?
Yes,
So they will ask some question. What are the differences between the less and more? What is the difference between the tail and head commands? Clear, right?
clear.
Right. So let's we go to that other command, pipe symbol generally. Pipe symbol, okay? Pipe symbol which is used to redirect output of one command as input to the next command. Okay? It is used to redirect output of one command as input to the next command. Understood? Output of one command as input to the next command, which means whenever you are combining the two commands and executing at the same time, first command output as input to the next command. Understood? The example you just go to here. PS is a one command. Okay? It is going to be displaying the all running process in the Linux. Okay? All process. What I need to do here, I want to search. Grep is a command to search a string in a given output. Only Java process I need to be searched. This is output, right? Output of first command as input to the next command. Clear, right?
Clear.
See, you are executing the two commands here. See, I'm entering. By combining, by using the pipe symbol, I'm searching. It is displaying all the process. I don't want to display all the process. I want to display only Java process in that outputs. Clear? So right. In that case, we'll use the pipe symbol. And sleep command generally it is going to be sleep for n seconds, and that is the syntax actually. Ampersand command generally it is going to be run a process in the background, right? Next we see a searching commands actually. What are the searching commands? So there are following searching commands here. You have grep, egrep, fgrep, find, watch. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, I needed to more practice, sir. Tomorrow will be continue.
right. Okay, but do that. Do the practice. If you will go like
I
this, you
know,
cannot.
sir,
Hmm.
sometimes I'm practicing Linux. It shows the permission not available in my Linux, sir.
In which command? While you are practicing, which command you are getting? Maybe run levels you are practicing. Hello?
Yeah, sir. Run levels.
Run levels I already told you. Shift to the root and you can execute those commands under the root only.
Okay, sir.
And you can practice it. If you take like this, it cannot complete in a month actually. Practice by tomorrow all the commands, okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. So tomorrow at any cost, I'll complete all the commands.